which growth stocks are going to perform the best for the remainder of 2024? That's what I want to cover in this video. The inflation report was released today, and it's showing that inflation is going down, which then sets up the expectation that interest rates are going to go down. That's very good news for growth stocks. It's very good news for smaller stocks as well. So that really sets up a theme where certain growth stocks, especially the stocks that have been left behind in sectors and industries that haven't rallied yet, are a great place to look at for some really good growth stocks that are going to perform in 2024. I'd like to take you through a list of stocks that I'm looking at, that I'm buying, that I'd like to share with you. Just a quick reminder, I'm an individual investor. I offer no financial advice. Every stock that I'm going to cover, I do not recommend that you buy it or sell it. I'm just sharing my experience and my opinions on these companies. Additionally, let me highlight a sponsor that I have on this channel. Moomoo was kind enough to sponsor my channel, and they are offering a great offer for new subscribers and account holders of Moomoo. If you deposit $1,000, they will pay you 8.1% interest on that cash, any cash you have, for 3 months. And after that, it comes down to 5.1%. They'll also give you 15 free stocks, and those stocks could be worth upwards of $2,000 per stock. I'm waiting for my 15 stocks, and I'm excited to see what stocks I'm going to own. Now, let's get into my top growth stocks for 2024. The first company I'm going to cover is Catalyst Pharmaceuticals, symbol CPRX. This is a biotech company, a pharma company. They've been growing really well. Their top line revenue has been growing at 85% in 2023. And if you look at their quarterly, they continue to grow. They have drugs that are really helping patients, and they continue to grow. More importantly, they're profitable. They generate really high free cash. And overall, they're a smaller company. So they have a lot of growth potential as opposed to a big, large company that cannot grow because they're just so darn big. So I continue to buy shares in Catalyst, and that's one of my favorite growth stocks for 2024. For the next growth stock, I'm going to stay in healthcare and go over United Therapeutics Corporation. These guys have created drugs that really help patients. They have a great story behind them. I encourage you to study it. They also are really innovating in the area of organ transplants. They actually are growing organs artificially, which will eventually end up in a patient. They haven't gotten the science down perfectly yet, but boy, if they do, that would really help a lot of people, and it would certainly make this company more valuable. This is another growth company. They're profitable. They generate free cash flow. Last year, they grew at 20% for the whole year. On the quarterly, it looks even better. They grew their top line revenue by 33%. United Therapeutics is a small company, and they could really be acquired. Both United Therapeutics and Catalyst are great acquisition targets for a larger pharmaceutical company to snatch them up and pay stockholders a really nice premium. So United Therapeutics Corporation is one of my favorite growth stocks for 2024. The next growth stock is Robinhood. Robinhood has been doing fantastic. Their stock's really up, and the reason for it is their revenue was up 37% in 2023. If we look at the quarterly, revenue went up 40% in the most previous quarter. So it's just a really good growth company. Why are they growing so much? Well, it's simply because they are carving out a space within financial services, becoming the brokerage to the younger investor. They also are expanding into cryptocurrencies. They do that very well. The younger investor invests in crypto, and overall, Robinhood is just expanding much faster in an addressable market that the traditional brokerages don't really cover very well. So I think Robinhood's going to continue to grow in 2024 and really reward stockholders. Airbnb is the next company that I'm looking at as a growth company for 2024. Airbnb is the leader in short-term rentals where people rent out their homes, their second homes, properties privately to people that are traveling to their particular spot. They are growing around the world. They're growing very well in Asia, Latin America, Europe, and they're the dominant force in the United States for vacation rentals. I've been an investor of Airbnb for some time. I also was an Airbnb renter. I used to put properties on Airbnb and understand how profitable it is to a property owner. Overall, the company's just been doing great. They've achieved profitability. They generate great free cash flow. For the last full year, and their numbers keep getting bigger and bigger. They grew at 18%, which was a great growth rate. They continue that growth rate for the latest quarterly. They grew 17.82%. Their growth rate is excellent, and the travel industry is booming. People want to get out and travel, and they want to stay at an Airbnb. And the final growth stock for 2024 is Uber. Uber is the leader in ride sharing, and they are just doing great. They achieve profitability. They generate great free cash flow because they don't have a capital intensive business. They partner with drivers who bring their own car and really set their own hours, but then work on the platform that Uber provides. Uber is just a great service, and they're growing around the world. They're the dominant ride sharing platform in the United States, but they are growing in other parts of the world. Uber is also expanding into shipping and freight. And when self driving cars come around, Uber will have a business in that area, which is really exciting. Overall, in 2023, the company grew 16.95%. In the latest quarter, they grew their revenues by 14.82%. This is already a very big company, but they continue to expand in a very fertile market. So those are my top growth stocks for 2024. And these are stocks that I believe still have a ways to go. They're not mega cap stocks. They're probably smaller than the big, massive mega caps. Once companies achieve a big size, it's really hard to keep growing. But all the companies I listed have room to grow because they have more addressable market to take over. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I really appreciate you watching.